Hello and welcome back to SCSJNCK's channel, and what a gameplay I have for you today. Unfortunately, yes, it is from theatre mode, and it was a Wii remote gameplay, so I'm sorry about that, but whenever I ADS it will only go to the centre of the screen as if it was a CCP, so I'm sorry about that. That's hopefully something that Treyarch or Activision can fix in future, so that us Wii remote YouTubers can record our gameplays from the theatre mode as if it actually happened live, which is a shame, but then I guess you have to have all the cursors and things. Perhaps not actually, but either way, hopefully that's something they can fix in future. In this game, this is probably one of my best gameplays so far on Black Ops 2. I haven't actually had the opportunity to record many games. This was actually from midweek of last week. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. And unfortunately, I'm not actually allowed to play the game very often. I can only play during the weekends, Friday, Saturday and Sunday that is. And even then I'm only allowed, I think, an hour and a half each day, even though I generally do sneak on, as with this game. This game was, as I said, during the midweek, which I'm not actually allowed to play on during the midweek. So of course, if I have a lead switching, because my Wii U and my laptop are in two completely different places, if I have a USB lead stretching from my capture card to my laptop, it's going to look a bit suspicious. In fact, no, it won't look a bit, it's going to be the most obvious thing in the world. So clearly, it's not going to work out that way. But anyway, this game is definitely one of the best I've had. This is a HAMR game. I love the HAMR a lot. It's definitely one of my favourite LMGs. I actually really like the LMGs. They seem to promote I don't know, just the amount of ammo it gets. The fire rates on most of them seem to be pretty good. They're not too heavy, all of them. I just like the drum mag one, like this one. I guess one thing which is good for the LMGs is that none of them actually have a fast mag or the ability to reload faster. Of course, the drum mag is actually slightly faster than the sort of the chain of ammunition. So that's why I'm using this HAMR. One, because it actually has, I think it has the highest damage out of all the LMGs. But it's just my favourite. I love the iron sights. Everything about it is just good. It's not too heavy, even though I would be using lightweight normally. I'm not in this because the HAMR is without attachments and I'm using absolutely no perks whatsoever. So of course I'm going to be running out of ammo at some point. I have got a pistol, the TAC 45 I believe it is, which I also really love. I think the pistols, in all fairness, are a bit overpowered. Perhaps they should limit their power. I could probably go pistol only with the amount of power that the TAC has. I think that's the highest power, certainly for the pistols. But of course you've got things like the cap, the fully automatic one that is, which when put dual wield is essentially just another version of the FMG9s. You have the 3 burst beat something or other, which is also extremely good. I think one of the only pistols, the two remaining pistols are the ones that aren't overpowered, the ones that are sort of balanced, which is the 5.7, which is, again, a pretty good pistol, and the Executioner, which is very odd, as I get a nice little double kill here with my TAC and get a Relentless medal. So 20 kill streak already, just under 4 minutes gone. I guess there's a decent effort in terms of the amount of kills I'm getting. Of course I'm going to have to pick up new weapons every time I run out of ammo, because I'm not using the scavenger perk, which I pretty much always use on every single class. In terms of the score streaks, I'm using the counter UAV is definitely the most useful one out in this setup, because without it I probably would have done nowhere near as good as I did in this gameplay. The counter simply masks me from their view, or masks everyone from their view in all fairness, because the two weapons I was using, neither of them had the silencer, so I would be shown on every single time I shot the weapon. So clearly that was not going to be a good idea. I pretty much always use a UAV or a counter UAV with my setup. The higher kill streaks usually vary. I can have swarms, K9 units. I pretty much always use a orbital VSAT. Stealth chopper is pretty good. Escort drone is pretty good. I'll always use something where I don't actually have to control it. One, being a Wiimote player, it's often very difficult to use things like the two controlled ones like the Lodestar and the VTOL warship. They're often rather difficult, if not almost impossible to use with the Wii remote. So I barely ever use them anymore, even though I have unlocked the call signs for both of them. I barely ever use AGR, even though that's actually pretty good, a nice little robot that can get you some kills, even though it can be destroyed quite easily. Same with the Dragonfire, I never use that unless it's part of the kill streak setup which I use when I first prestige. But I've actually slowed down my prestiging rate. I used to go, as soon as I get to the level 55, I'd prestige. But recently I've been working on my weapons, especially since it was actually a double weapon XP weekend this weekend. I certainly used it a lot, as you can see from this gameplay, in fact. As soon as I get the gold with the hammer, which is what I'm doing in this, which is the reason why I have no attachments or perks, so I can rank them both up at the same time. I do get the gold, and I have now got the gold with the hammer, and it's probably something I'm going to be using a lot. I'm getting extremely close to my Master Killer emblem. I just need 2 more quad feeds, a Mega and Chain Killer, and that's it. I know it's going to be slightly difficult to get it. I was 1 off a kill, so I got a super kill again. Not too far off a Mega kill over the weekend, this weekend. It's a very annoying thing, because you're just looking for one more kill, and you can't find it. Especially with the quad feed medal things, when I thought I'd have one, but then apparently I don't, and it only counts as a frenzy kill. It's very annoying. But anyway, in terms of a topic, I haven't actually really got a topic today, that's why I'm sort of mumbling on a little bit. I want to speak fast, I'm not sure whether you've heard of a program called Just a Minute, which is when you have to talk for exactly a minute on a particular topic without hesitating. What else is there? There's hesitating, repeating any specific words, but of course there's some leeway with the words you can repeat, like and stuff. And there's also the ability to stay on topic. If you go off topic, then someone can challenge you, and then you sort of lose. And it's an odd game. It's been going on very many decades on the BBC Radio 4. And I don't know why I brought it into this upload, this gameplay, but you know, it was part of a topic. I've never ever in my commentaries ever have sort of notes or anything. I just speak from the heart. Talking of which, in recent days, last Thursday, it was of course Valentine's Day, and what happens at my school is that you can pay £5, I think it is, to send a rose to whoever you want, and you can write a message to them. You don't have to say who you are. You can do it anonymously. But yeah, that happens. That happens every year. So during this year, I think it was only 3 boys got roses, and I was one of them, which was awkward because generally it's boys giving it to girls, and that's the way it usually has been. This year was an exception because, and I know this, that I seem to attract gay people. And I'm not gay in any way. No offense to people if you are gay. I'm not homophobic, but I'm just not gay. So it was kind of awkward. You got people making fun of you, even though I did cherish the rose. It was a nice rose, and it's still alive. But actually, this gameplay is coming to an end. Mr. Danzerex actually sends me an invite, even though he saw I was in theatre mode. It ends 46-1. Hope you enjoyed the game. It was a very good one. And I'll see you next time in my next upload, which I believe is a very good Swarm gameplay on Turbine. So see ya.